Welcome back to our C# programming series. In the last episode, we explored conditional statements, which help our programs make decisions. But what if we need to repeat a task multiple times without writing the same code over and over? That's where loops come in. Loops allow us to execute a block of code multiple times until a condition is met. Whether you're processing user input, running calculations, or iterating through lists, loops help make your programs more efficient and dynamic. In this episode, we'll learn about for loops, while loops, do-while loops, and how to use them effectively. By the end, you'll be able to write code that automates repetitive tasks, making your programs more powerful. Let's get started. Loops are used to repeat a block of code multiple times without rewriting it manually. Imagine you're counting from 1 to 10. Instead of writing 1 up to 10, you can use a loop to automate this task in just a few lines. One of the most commonly used loops in C# is the for loop. It's great when you know exactly how many times you want to repeat an action. Here's an example. This loop has 3 parts. Int I equals 1 initializes the counter I at 1. I less than or equal to 10 condition. The loop runs while I is less than or equal to 10. I++ increases I by 1 after each iteration. This means the loop runs 10 times, printing numbers 1 to 10. But what if we don't know how many times a loop should run? That's where while loop is useful. It runs as long as a certain condition is true. Here, the loop keeps running until number reaches 5. This is great when working with user input, data processing, or real-time events. A do-while loop is similar to a while loop, but it always runs at least once before checking the condition. Here, even if count is already greater than 5, the loop will execute once before checking the condition. This is useful when you need to run some code at least once, such as displaying a menu before taking user input. Sometimes, you may want to stop a loop early or skip certain iterations. Let's look at 2 important loop control statements. 1 break exits the loop immediately. 2 continue skips the current iteration and moves to the next one. In this example, the loop stops completely when I reaches 5. Here, the loop skips printing 5, but continues with the rest of the numbers. Sometimes, we need to use loops inside loops to work with complex data, like tables or grids. Here's an example of a multiplication table using nested loops. The outer loop controls the rows, while the inner loop controls the columns. This prints a multiplication table for numbers 1 to 5. Before wrapping up, here are some common mistakes to avoid when using loops. 1. Forgetting to update the loop variable, which can cause infinite loops. 2. Using the wrong loop type for the task. 3. Overusing nested loops, which can slow down performance. 4. Not using break and continue properly, leading to unexpected behavior. Following these best practices will make your loops efficient, readable, and error-free. Great job! Today, we learned about loops in C#, including for, while, do-while, and how to control loops with break and continue. These concepts are essential for automating tasks like data processing, user input handling, and game development. In the next episode, we'll explore arrays and lists in C#, which allow us to store and manage large amounts of data efficiently. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. See you in the next lesson.